Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you are watching. Thank you for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. That's right. Today, we're going to try to get through a handful of stories that are somewhat interesting. At least, a couple of them are entertainment related and a couple of them aren't. We also have a lot to discuss when it comes to, Hollywood in general, but believe me, I'm going to be on plenty of live streams today, and we're all going to be talking about probably the same things. Just want to say hi to a few of you out there in the chat, those of you that showed up early. Thank you, RC from the NYC. It's good to see you, Lass of Truth. I want to say hi to Lady Tariel. How are you doing? And thank you for all the well wishes every day that you do that. I love it. Just another red shirt. Again, thank you for being here, Darius Munchausen, Roger Haynes, and for those of you that sent super stickers, thank you very much. Let's move on. We do have stories to get to, so let's get right to them. First and foremost, Deadline is doing a thing right now which allows you to see interviews and commentary about what lit somebody's fuse for their journey in Hollywood. The film that lit their fuse is what it's called. And right now they're featuring Star Wars producer and Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, the film that lit my fuse. And of course, you can check this article out over on Deadline. You will find it there along with, obviously, the ability to play the promotional video of everything that's going on with her. Every installment, they say, asks the same 5 questions. Today's subject is Kathleen Kennedy. She is most closely associated with steering Lucasfilm and Star Wars and TV franchises, coming aboard just before Disney acquired George Lucas's company for $4 billion. They look at a very flowery history in this little retrospective with the questions that she asked. And of course, it obviously reaches back in time to when she was Steven Spielberg's assistant bringing him coffee. I kind of wish she'd stayed bringing him coffee. But anyway, so we can move on to the next story. I know everybody's not super excited about that, but just for fun, if you want to have a chuckle, this might be worth your time. Moving on, Los Angeles, my friends that are in LA right now, the people that I know that work in that part of the world, that live there, that own things there, they are all concerned because despite the fact that they've been locked down in fairly severe conditions for quite a bit of time, they've had, quite a few cases of the thing. Well, right now, Los Angeles is kind of on a backlog. They were projected to be getting these 3 weeks updates from the executive branch of the government, and they haven't been getting them, even though they've been promised to them. Now, they are still getting the actual vaccines, but they are not actually getting the projections that they expected, so they could plan, so that they could, inoculate the most people as efficiently as possible, because you have to get one dose and then you follow it up with a successive dose, I think 28 days later. That doesn't sound good or ominous at all, but that's exactly how this process works. And, they're just not getting what they need. So again, lots of things to be concerned with, in my opinion, but hey, we'll go from there. Now we're moving forward on the end of a show that I thought was complete garbage after the first season. Mom is no longer going to be on CBS. They're also ending NCIS Louisiana or whatever that's called, New Orleans or whatnot. I have to tell you, I don't mind at all that the show is ending. It became kind of a disappointment at a certain point in time. The writing went downhill. It didn't even have as planned a path as The Big Bang Theory, which went downhill also, as you guys all know, and many people still feel kind of ruined. What we have is a group in the fandom, kind of brought our culture to normies, we always say, and that may have poisoned everything that came afterwards, because they figured out ways to target normies using our culture. But anyway, I don't want to get into that again. This is not a political channel. I don't like to do politics and all that. I just like to bring you up to speed that this show is going to end along with new NCIS. I want to say New Orleans. There we go. And finally, the last story here, I think we want to talk a little bit about, and it's going to be kind of odd. I'm not sure what you guys are going to think, but Facebook. This is one of the most important stories. I started to hear that this could be a possibility before, with not just Facebook, but Google and others. Google bent the knee to Australia, basically, when it comes to the legislation that Facebook essentially is not willing to put up with. So Facebook essentially is blocking news content in and out of Australia. It's just how they're doing things right now. So we'll read on this real quickly. This is what Facebook looks like in Australia after the social media giant pulled all news content. Facebook is blocking Australian users from seeing, sharing, and interacting with news on the site. Moreover, all Facebook users worldwide are able to see news shared by Australian news outlets. Basically, on Wednesday, Facebook removed critical functionality for its Australian users, the ability to see, share, and interact with news content on the social media platform. Now, if you live in Australia, this is, I don't know. This is a yay or a nay. I don't know. To me, it seems like Facebook's cutting off their nose to spite their face, but hey, I don't run that company, and I don't think Zuckerberg does anymore either. We're winding down right now. I just want to say thank you to everybody that joined me in the chat. Vistra, the Time Prophet, Terry Rose, again, Lady Tariel, Jamie Castile, thanks for showing up. You guys, I really appreciate it. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.